Jai India students, I am Dr. Preeti Mittal and here we are with our last video for cell chapter. In the previous video, we have seen in detail the function and the structure of different cell organelles. Today, we are going to just revise the structure of plant cell as well as animal cell and see the position of different cell organelles. I'll just shift aside so that you can take a screenshot of the diagram of plant cell and animal cell, and then we'll revise all the cell organelles, their position and their functions in a cell. So you can take a screenshot. I hope you have taken a screenshot. So let's start our revision with the animal cell. In an animal cell, the outermost layer is the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane, I told you, it's semi-permeable. It will allow the things to pass through the cell. Apart from the plasma membrane, the whatever contents are there inside the cell, that is known as protoplasm. Protoplasm includes the nucleus that is present in the cell and the liquid part of the cell, that is the cytoplasm. So protoplasm includes cytoplasm and nucleus. Now coming to the nucleus. This nucleus is there in a cell, and in case of animal cell, this nucleus is at the center position, usually present at the center of the cell. The nucleus has a membrane around it, and that is called a nuclear membrane. If an organism is not having a nuclear membrane, then the nucleus is not called nucleus, it's called nucleoid, and that is present in prokaryotic organisms, all that we have seen. So if an organism is having a nucleus, having a nuclear membrane, then it is called a eukaryotic organism. So we are seeing an animal cell, that is a eukaryotic organism. So nuclear membrane is there. Inside the nucleus, that is there is a nucleolus and the chromatin material. This chromatin material contains the DNA, and you all know that we study a lot about DNA. DNA is very useful in forensic study also, in crimes also. DNA is very important because DNA of every person is unique. So your DNA is not going to be exactly that like of your parents even. So DNA is something that is unique to every person, and that is why study of this DNA is very, very important. So that is there in a nucleus. Then from the nucleus, this nuclear membrane is there, that is double layer. Okay. So in a cell we have three organelles that have a double membrane. The first one is nucleus. Okay. Now apart from nucleus, the two other organelles that have double membrane are mitochondria, and in case of plant cell, that is chloroplast. Okay. Now coming just to animal cell only. From the nucleus, the things will be transported to the cytoplasm, and from the cytoplasm, the things will be transported to the nucleus. Apart from that, from one part of the cytoplasm, the things will be transported to other part of the cytoplasm through a network of tubules, and this is known as endoplasmic reticulum. This endoplasmic reticulum is having a single membrane. Endoplasmic reticulum could be having some ribosomes over it. We have already seen that ribosomes are known as the protein factory of a cell that synthesizes proteins. Endoplasmic reticulum could be having some ribosomes over it. If the endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes over it, then it is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, or in short known as RER. Sometimes the endoplasmic reticulum may not be having any ribosomes over it, and then it is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, we have seen that it helps in the synthesis of lipids, and rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of proteins. Now, coming to another cell organelle, that is Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is made up of different vesicles or cisterns that are arranged parallel to each other, and these Golgi apparatus are present close to the endoplasmic reticulum. Why it's present close to the endoplasmic reticulum? Because endoplasmic reticulum is going to synthesize different things, and Golgi apparatus is going to pack those things, store those things, and just going to modify that and send it to the places where it's required. So it has to be close to the endoplasmic reticulum so that it can perform the functions, because the functions are related to each other. Then a cell has mitochondrion. Okay, singular is mitochondrion and plural word is mitochondria. Okay, so a cell has mitochondria, and mitochondria is also a double membrane bound structure known as, mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of a cell. You remember that, I hope. Then in a cell there are lysosomes. Lysosomes are known as the suicidal bags of the cell that are present in a animal cell. In animal cell, lysosomes are very important. In case of plant cell, they also have lysosome in them, but in case of plant cell, they are not very important. But in case of animal cell, lysosomes are very important, because in plant cells, usually the dead cells are not removed from the plant. The plant keeps its dead cells also. You will read in the next chapter, that is tissues, that plant has many dead cells also. But in case of animals, we don't keep our dead cells in our body, we just remove them. So that removal will be held by lysosome. That the next organelle that is present only in an animal cell and absent in a plant cell, that is centriole. Two centrioles are there that are perpendicular to each other, and they together form the centrosome. The centrosome helps in the cell division. So when an animal cell divides, these centriole will just divide from each other. They will go to opposite sides of a cell. So here we have drawn the centriole. Okay. Apart from that, ribosomes are there, that are the protein factory of a cell. These ribosomes are not having any membrane around them. So centriole as well as ribosomes, they don't have any membrane around them, and the ribosomes are scattered all through the cytoplasm. All through the cytoplasm we can see the ribosomes. Apart from that, ribosomes are visible on the rough endoplasmic reticulum as well as inside the mitochondria. Okay, so that is all about the structure of an animal cell. Whatever components are there, that is a fluid part of the cell, that is known as cytoplasm. Okay, so whatever fluid part of the cell is there, that is containing these different small structures known as organelles, that part, fluid part of the cell, is known as cell cytoplasm. Okay, now coming to plant cell. So a plant cell also has the plasma membrane, but apart from plasma membrane, there is an additional covering, outermost covering you can see, that is the cell wall. So cell wall is the outermost covering that gives a further support and strength and helps a plant cell to maintain a fixed shape. So that is present only in a plant cell. Apart from plant cell, fungi, some bacteria also have a cell wall. This cell wall in case of plants is made up of cellulose. Now, in the cell, whatever components are there inside, that the fluid part is there, that is cell cytoplasm, that is in same in plant cell as well. In plant cell also, there is a nucleus, and that is containing the genetic material, that is chromatin threads and the nucleolus. But you can see in a plant cell, this nucleus is just shifted to one corner. It's not at the center, because in case of plant cell, there is a huge structure known as vacuole. This vacuole is so big that it has pushed a nucleus to one corner in case of a plant cell. So the nucleus is not present at the center, but it's at the periphery, but it's at one end of a plant cell. Then we have the Golgi apparatus in case of plant cell also, that we will be drawing close to the endoplasmic reticulum. In plant cell also, there will be both rough endoplasmic reticulum as well as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. One structure that is present only in plant cell and absent in animal cell, that is having a double membrane around it, and that will be helping in the process of photosynthesis as well. That is the presence of plastids. Okay, so we have seen about plastids, and here I have drawn chloroplast. Chloroplast is a type of plastids that we have drawn. So chloroplast is there, and one of the chloroplast I have shown the inner structure. In the other chloroplast that I have drawn here as well as here, I have not shown the inner structure of that. Okay, so the plant cell has chloroplast that is unique to a plant cell only, that is present only in a plant cell. Now, the another structure that you can see in a big, huge structure, that is a vacuole. A plant stores its organic acids, its waste, some amount of water, all that is stored in a vacuole. And the vacuole has a fluid content. I hope you remember its name. That is called the cell sap. So, whatever fluid is present inside the vacuole, that is known as cell sap. So, that is present inside the vacuole. Okay, so plant cell also has mitochondria, but the number of mitochondria in plant cell is less as compared to that of animal cell, because the energy needs of a plant cell are less as compared to animal cell. So that is about the mitochondria. So that is all about the structure of plant cell and animal cell that we have discussed in this very short video. I hope you are able to understand the structure and you are able to draw the diagram of plant cell and animal cell. That's all for this video. Keep on revising all the syllabus along with me. It's very important chapter for your future as well, because in 11th standard also you will be reading about all the cell organelles once again. So that's all for today. Good day everyone.